my right and Scott Shepard on my left. We have a new tradition tonight to begin. We're going to begin with a new award called the Hubert Kessler Service Award. It will be presented annually by the Foundation to someone from our state who volunteers for their community, volunteers for the United States Tennis Association Alabama, and for USTA Southern. So to be eligible for this award, you must volunteer for all three organizations. Most of you in the room know Hubert, or as his good friends knew him as Herb. Herb played tennis all over our state and all over the South as both a league player and as an age group player. He volunteered endlessly in his community. He worked for every organization possible with his community tennis association, and his last efforts were to work tirelessly for a public facility for league play in the city of Tuscaloosa, which I understand may become a reality very soon. He was on the board of directors at USTA Southern, as you know, and was its president, and volunteered for numerous committees at USTA Southern. His greatest legacy in my mind was the fact that it was his belief, and he lived this belief, that a man's worth was not necessarily what he did for a living, but what he did in his free time for other people. And that was his lesson to me. We're fortunate tonight that the Kessler family has donated this wonderful award, the Hubert Kessler Service Award. Especially appreciative of his son Mark, who's here on my right, and his daughter Liva, who is here, who did a lot of work for this award and donated this award to the Kessler family. The recipient of this award will not know until this meeting who gets the award, so it will be kept publicly secret until that time. It will be presented, as I said, presented each year. It will reside, the actual award, this beautiful award that Mark will present to you in a moment, will reside in the Hall of Fame room at the Alabama Tennis Association. And the recipient's name will be engraved on it, and they will get their own award to take home, a smaller version. I would now like to introduce Mark Kessler, who will be doing double duty tonight. Mark, Hubert's son, will be introducing the inaugural winner of this award, and later will be asked to be part of a team to introduce Keith Swindle. Mark, as many of you know, grew up in Tuscaloosa, lives in Atlanta with his family, played tennis from age 10 to 18 in the junior circuit in Alabama, was captain of the Auburn tennis team for 3 years under Coach Hugh Thompson, who is also a member of this Hall of Fame. And most important to me, he was the finalist with his father in 1984 at the U.S. Open Father-Son. Pretty good achievement. So at this time, I'd like to have Mark Kessler come up and introduce the winner of this year's Hubert Kessler Award.
Thank you, Joe. My dad, by the way, would compliment you on the way you hold this meeting. This is a terrific honor for our family, and you know, Dad, I think it's going to happen again. He built his life around tennis in Alabama. He really did. Every week he was taking his, from back, a long time ago, his green print classic and his multicolored shirts all over the state of Alabama. I always told him he looked like the contrast button on a television set. He started out by serving at Indian Hills when they had their tournaments. He would serve as a tournament director, and I didn't realize what he was doing. But at that time, I don't think he felt comfortable being on the court with everybody. I think that's why he took time to play with anybody who wanted to play. But I think that, this dad would be very humble if he were here to accept this award, and he would probably acknowledge everybody who made this happen for him, and that meant to his life. But he would probably, I was trying to imagine the phone conversation when Jeff called Dad, or Lane called Dad and said, "Hey, Hubert, we're gonna name the service award after you going forward. It'll be presented every year." I think he had said something like, "Is this for the person who has the most double faults every year, or what?" But I thank the ATA, the USTA, the foundation for giving this award and naming it in Dad's honor. And Dad and I had a favorite movie that we watched every Christmas. It's a Wonderful Life. And at the end of the movie, they said, when the money came in, they said, "To the richest man in Bedford Falls, and thank you for making Dad the richest man in Alabama tennis by this award. Thank you so much." My sister, Liva, worked tirelessly on putting this award together, and so this was the award that will stay in the Hall of Fame, and we'll have the winners of each year engraved on the plaque. And so this year's award goes to Miss Emily Baker. So congratulations. This is the award that Emily will take home. Unfortunately, she can't be with us this evening. The Bromberg family helped us get this award for them. My sister and I were belaboring about what we wanted everybody to have each year. And as luck would have it, I'm actually in a car with Frank Bromberg going to lunch, and I look back to him and say, "Hey, do you have anything like this? We will in store." And we thought that this would be great. It's a service tray. So, Emily, I've got you on videotape over here. We want, for all your friends and tennis people, to serve you like you served the Alabama tennis community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark. And thanks to Emily. Knowing Emily as I do, she might have gotten a hint that she was getting the award, and that's why she's not here. She's going to be a little passionate. There's no one more loved in our state, however. So, and I think there's no one that Hubert would rather see get this award as the inaugural winner. Thank you again, Mark. And thanks to your whole family. Now we will proceed on with our main event, the introduction of our two distinguished guests. If you're looking at your agenda, we're going to switch the agenda. Our first Hall of Fame induction will be Scott Shepard. Scott will be introduced by my newest friend, his mother-in-law,